Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another AFK Arena video. I just want to start off by saying thank you very much for all the input and all the votes. Authur did win by a noticeable margin. I am really excited to max out this hero. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the cost of maxing out a hero. I started looking up all these numbers and getting them all put together. I want to go over that with you today. But this will be our future tank. Cannot wait to try a lot of combinations with him. We are gonna try to eventually get a Gwyneth on the team too. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. But so if you've ever wondered how much it costs to max out this hero, we're gonna go over that today. And this is without using any diamonds. This is if you were to just use every other currency. Some of this information can be applied to a lot of other heroes, but this is with Authur in mind. We're not going to have examples of everything, so you have to trust me. But first off, we have the Primordial Emblems. This is what you start off with. You're going to need a lot of these, 220 of them. They go for 480k each, which comes out to 105.6 million. We'll just round it. Actually, these numbers we don't have to round because I went exact with these. But just for the Primordial Emblems, we're talking 105.5 million, roughly. Now the amplifying emblems, which we have a bit of a head start. This is one thing I am happy about. But not to mention, they need to be for sale in the shop. But if you were to just buy them strictly for gold, they are 720,000 each. Now, I may be wrong on this one. They might have been 780,000 each. I apologize. If so, it's going to be off by a few million. Quite a few million, actually. But you need 240 of these bad boys, which comes out to almost 173 million, which just in the gold department, so far we are at roughly 279 million. And that is without getting to your armor, which your armor is the least expensive. I think we have a good example. Here we go. Tassie needs to get this maxed out anyway. Let's get this strengthened first. Tassie has a lot of applications for our future. But your first level is 800k. Second level, double. Third level, triple, which we're at 4 million so far. Then we're gonna make it, I'm sorry, we're at 4.8 million so far. We are slightly short. Where you at, gold? We need you. And we have 7.2 million, which I wrote my numbers down a little bit off. Where are you at? 7.2. So roughly 15 million per piece. I was short. Thought it was 7 million for the last upgrade. Apologize for that. So 15 million per piece. It's nice to have another maxed out. That's going to run you another 60 million. Which is going to put your total at about 338 million just in the gold department. So that first off, not sure about how long that's going to take. We'll say even if you're getting, 7 million a day, that's going to take you about 2 months. 50 days or so, 50 to 55, depending on where you're at there. Now second, guild tokens, this is going to take a little bit longer. Each part is going to take a little bit longer than the next. I say a little bit, but we'll get specific. It's more than a little bit after guild tokens. So first off, we have our gear, which I couldn't find pictures of the other gear online. The only pictures I could find were of this flail. So I'm going to assume that they all cost around 84k. Times 4, that's going to be 336,000 of these of these guild tokens. That's going to take a little while. Not to mention, right after you buy that, it's not going to be the best piece of gear. Not if you're at chapter 28, it's not. So you're going to need 4 of these. Obviously, there are some good ways of getting these. But let's say you didn't have any way. Let's say those were removed from the game. Well, you're going to need 33.9. We'll put it right there, which is going to be another 135. It's closer to 136k. That's crazy. We're already at 470k, rounded, that we're going to need of these guild store tokens. Now, after that, we need it upgraded again. We can't have tier 1. We need all tier 2. That's another 40.9. It comes out to 163.6, giving us a grand total of 635,000 guild tokens. Now, I just did this off of Riz battles. You know, I divided it by, we're getting 1170 per Riz. So that would be 553 Riz battles. Yeah, it would take a little while. Now, depending on how many Soren battles you have, it could be a heck of a lot faster. Which brings us to Labyrinth tokens. The most ridiculous numbers I've ever seen in my life. Oh man, if you ever max this out, free to play, budget, even mid-grade spending. let's say even if you're spending like we'll say 35 a month, even if you're spending that amount to accomplish this with that level of spending would be insane. So let's get into it. 240k. That's the price to unlock Authur. You know, that's all fine. You know, yay, we have him. He's a pretty good hero. He's still not getting the job done where we're at. So you're out 240k. You want to get his SIG, which let's just show that we're committed right now. Goodbye, 64,000. We have our first 50 of the emblems of space. Okay, so your first 300, that's going to get you from 21 to 30. That's going to run you another 384,000 of these Labyrinth tokens. My goodness. So we're at 624,000 so far with a level 30 SIG, which is awesome. Let's take a quick look at that SIG real quick.
No matter where I am,
He's going to be immune to anything, to everything. He's immune. He's going to get 5% of his health back every second. He's going to increase the damage and the crit rate. What else is up here? That's still the crit rate. Crit rate 30%, damage of auto attacks 50%, 5% health per second. He is going to be a brick as long as your other tank is not getting wrecked. Because once I get behind him, well, he gets hoit. So 624,000. That's a lot of Labyrinth tokens. That's gonna take you some time. But that's not nearly gonna take you as much time as if you are a madman. If you want to get from 31 to 40, I guess it would be 30 to 40. You would need 1,050 of these beauties. These beautiful, beautiful emblems of space. Which, if you're buying them for Labyrinth tokens, no, if you're just extremely unlucky and you never find an emblem choice chest, well, that is gonna run you 1,344,000 of these Labyrinth tokens. But that would be amazing to look at. I would log in every day and stare at it.
No matter where I am, I shall leave.
Look at our shiny Authur. Look at his beautiful level 40 SIG. I don't think it's worth it. We're not going to do it. There is no way. There's no way we're ever going to do that. But that would bring your grand total up to 197 million tokens. Labyrinth tokens to max them out. And if anyone ever does it, props to you. please make a video on it. I will like and share and get every family member to like and share. Because that would be a beautiful accomplishment. I thank you all for watching. I will leave the notes of all these numbers I threw at you that I probably was not organized in saying. We will see this character maxed out with a level 30 sig, not a level 40. Y'all have a good night.